Alright, so first up, I probably should change. I think I just need to go to my inventory. Yeah, okay. Alright. Great, everything else is good. Everything else is fine. There's stuff here. Oh, it's all back here. Okay.
Living ancestor.
You know, for a brief moment I thought, this is the way. This is how I do this, but it's right here. Nothing really. Nah. Can we sell some resources? Yes. All the stuff from down below. Recoup my losses on all the crap I bought. Nice. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's go here. Actually, I probably should have just gone to the table first. Never mind, it's this. Oh, well, that's great. I wonder if this is secretly, like, the best thing in the game. Is that what I'm going to find out? This is the best armor? I mean, it's not, but... Weapon stamina, Valor Surge, Deep Concentration, Stamina Regen. Very interesting. Just craft away. Cool. Easy. Alright, adventure continues. I need to head back to the base, I assume. All the way over here to... Yup. Alright. Let's go see the boss. Ooh, maybe my chest is refilled. Also, I love that every time I'm here, a little bit more is changed. Oh, look at this. Okay, people want to talk. That's cool.
We just need to find the right strategy.
But
Forget it. The man is unbeatable at machine strike.
His people invented the game. What did you expect?
here we go.
Kotallo can't win it every time.
Woo, take
Try
off.
to be optimistic.
Nice.
Try to be realistic. We're terrible.
Hi. Oh, hey. What up?
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
Calm down, nerd.
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
Ooh, okay, let's just do it. Oh my god, there's so much. Alright.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
It's probably not good.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CEO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, the Renewer.
The living
It may seem
embodiment of
strange
irony.
now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
Also, expedition.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse. But nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door. And more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CEO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
I want to know so much more about their society and where they're... I love... This is the first time we've gotten sort of a... What's going on outside of the Western United States.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CEO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right. You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the Research Academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
All right, where do we even go from here? The Zeniths.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
Interesting.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how Diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the Overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A Diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
Hold on, let me change a setting here with my audio. Okay, that should be better. The settings were a little jank there. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are.
She is so annoying.
I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, Diviners can only share data with the permission from the Overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Cool. All right, keep it up.
I need to get going, but if you need anything...
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about, to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
Look at us. We're doing it, kinda. I thought I was in the bathroom.
There's Quen stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
That's kind of neat. Everyone just coming together.
Pizza? Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered.
Strange.
Or something like that.
What's up, dude?
Aloy. Well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Cool.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up.
I feel like this is one of those things you should just show to like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, but you know they'd be like, who are they talking about? Hubris, not me.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
I was
Trust
thinking the
me.
same thing.
She's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
I want to see the Quen world, because, like, they don't seem... I mean, I guess they have the tech, right? So the technology makes up for it. But they don't seem like hardcore survivalists.
I have to go now.
Then do not let me keep you.
Figure we might as well go scope out all the things. Have I done this before?
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with.
Never mind.
My favorite? Sample 626.
Y'all.
Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Anything new get added to this little cool kid area? Yep, I love this. Still can't destroy that.
One of Morland's embers. The spark of a new dream for an ancient city.
Nice. Good inclusion. Where's the... Oh, the token. Cool. And then this stuff here. Yeah, the spear. Okay. Alright. Alright. Everything is pretty much the way it was. Although Aloy's room is kind of creepy. A lot of
And dirt.
truly bizarre
Don't forget
statues
all
in
that
there.
Dirt we had to bring in.
If we're going to go around trying to protect life, we should have more of it around.
I think it looks nice.
This is the core from the weapon that took out that Zenith shield. Near that facility where we found Beta. Gaia said it was advanced, like Zenith's tech. How did Silence figure out how to build something like this?
Silence is a G.
Thor must have picked this up at Silence workshop. I guess it's what Silence used to capture Hades before he moved it to that orb. I don't know what bothers me more. That he tricked me, or that I didn't see it coming.
What did I just say? Silence is a G.
That weren't
Just
used
gotta
for
accept it.
sneaking.
Anything cool in here? This. Taru figure. So this is their room. Glad I snooped.
I'm quite certain that it's a unique situation.
Alright, let's go
I
here.
know that. But if there were two of me walking around, run for the hills and never look back.
Oh, hey. Hey,
Come
gang.
on, I'm being serious. So am I.
There she is. I hear you found Thebes. How was it?
Maniacs, lava. What's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend.
Aaron, you don't screw up. You're the best.
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new
That
focus
is the
book,
vibe
that's
of
for
her.
sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
All right. I love this
I
man.
should get going.
As soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
All right. Let's see these two. Hey.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
I see all of us settled in nicely.
Our new Quen friend? The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Yeah, that's Alva for you. Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
That's pretty funny. I'm glad you find someone who laughs at your dumb jokes.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once.
Seems too easy.
I should
All
go
this
get
seems
this to
too
Gaia.
easy.
Of course. Let us know when we're needed.
And let's go around here. Hey, girl, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alva. Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
I don't know, lady. Have you ever had a bubble bath? Just
How are things with everyone?
put it out
Slightly
there.
quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it.
Hell yeah.
You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
I want that in real life. Please.
I need to get going.
Right. You've retrieved the Omega clearance. That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
Wow, it feels like we're approaching the end? Everyone's like, all right, whenever you're ready to get totally cool. Okay, damn. I am not ready to get totally cool. I am worried. All right, so that's one exit. I need to go to the stairs down.
Let's look at this mess of data then.
And go see the other me. Hey, hi. crazy loot in here? Anything to... That's where I was before. I'm trying to find, like, any unlocked things that would have possibly appeared, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe I got them all. Although, that's still not open, so in theory... Oh, there could be something here. Bunker door. Oh, is this the whole... Yeah, the battery and the whatnot. Okay. That's the elevator. Yep. Okay. Well, that... Interesting. I want in you. Maybe it'll unlock if I talk to Gaia?
So many long words.
Where the hell is the right stairs down? I feel very stupid. Where's the way down? Am I done? What happened to Beta? Beta, where you at, girl? Why do I feel stupid? Beta's with Gaia? I don't know. Take the long way there, I guess. I mean, the real long way. Okay.
Welcome back.
Oh, hello. Real quick, I gotta go over here and do the drone thing.
Drone's reconnected now.
Yeah. Nice. Alright. Isle Spires and Thornmarsh is what I got, huh? So this would be this.
I like this one.
So cool. I love the idea of the whole thing is like neat as hell. All right, so I'm missing 3 at the moment. 1, 2. Literally, it's those 3 right there. Okay, but hey, look at this. I'm going to be projecting San Francisco. But add a Sean Connery accent. I'm going to be projecting. That's not. Whose accent was that? I'm going to be project. That's not Sean Connery. You got your San Francisco. That's better. I don't know how much better. Yo, that's so neat. Okay, anyway. Now to get rid of it instantly. Hi, Gaia. Hi, Gaia.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed. right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. That would explain why I couldn't get access to Beta. Maybe. We'll find out. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, okay.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Now it opens.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
Always go with the heart.
Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta.
It's a true G right there.
You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand?
Yeah, no. I'm headshot. I got it. No worries.
Okay.
Let's go save the damn world.
Promise?
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, let's go. Where?
I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible.
I wear the metal pieces of dinosaurs I've killed. Easy, don't stress it. I got you.
I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Cool.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Damn, we already in it. With new things to talk about?
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Damn.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend. I'm glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Kotallo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat. I think.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny.
Damn, so much. Also, Rost.
You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl.
Oh, more?
What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Kotallo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
Oh, we got quests appearing all... Oh my god. It never ends.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't
I
exactly
overheard
a
you
quiet
talking to other people
conversation.
about it.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
you'll hear about it.
Let me go find... Before I go over to the giant quest marker... Yeah, we'll come in here real quick. Hey, dude.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that. Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
Hell yeah. Short and sweet.
Are you nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best. I should go get ready.
I await your orders.
Alright, what on earth is this gonna be?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh!
What a
and,
goober.
If you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Okay.
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the Old Ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
I want to know so much about them. They are a mystery to me, and I love it.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night.
That's a pretty fun way of storytelling it, though.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
Oh.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Kotallo.
Succinct is the way I like it.
In case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway. If we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. but one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Okay, but I'm not doing it now.
I should go.
I got so
Make sure
much
you talk
to do.
Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
Then off to Gaia.
And
Uh-oh.
like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Forbidden Legacy. Alright, now to go the wrong way around these stairs. Every time. I don't know why that's the way I run.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Oh, this is kind of like you're going. Oh, damn. Let's just like... the missing ones. That's the good stuff.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Ted. Guess he got what he deserved, in the end.
Yes. An igneous conclusion to his pathological narcissism, impulsive tendencies, and instability.
All three of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
Roombas for all.
I'm sure she'll like that. When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons. So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Faro's Omega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
Okay.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan. So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships. Different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia.
We just a sisterhood of the traveling. I don't know what outfit would that be? Loincloth? Sisterhood of the traveling loincloth sucks. Ooh, hello, many things.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia. So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn's staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Damn.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so.
Although, if I was like a bad guy and I saw a place pop up and then immediately disappear again short time later, I assume when we return, I'd be like, we should go to where that was. But That's why I'm not a bad guy.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice.
What is about to happen?
Erend, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiate contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
For'll stay here. Protect Beta.
Time to... Got it!
Be careful.
Oh my lord.
Stay back!
Alright, let's get nasty.
Get back!
Aloy! Help!
Whoa now! Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, oh,
Over here, you!
Alright. Where is it? Okay, you know what? That worked somehow.
Stay back.
There we go. All right, one down. Where the hell is this other guy?
Over here, you!
That's all of them for now. You two okay?
Back to it, I guess. Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled.
Deeper into the vicinity. I'll drive it back here.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keep her safe, Varl.
On my life.
Yo, where'd the rest of that guy's body go? There it is. All right. Now let me get these shrooms over here. Restock that. Damn. Take as much loot as I can
Stash
get.
this away for later.
Oh, also, while I'm here, this. Oh, this. There was nothing up here.
No sign of trouble yet.
Machines that attacked were terrifying.
They were tough, but Aloy and I have fought bigger before.
Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
I was about to say, all that seemed way too easy.
No, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Nope. Down is not the right way. Is there someplace to latch on to? Energy shielding, moderate valuables.
I better reach the other side.
Okay, so I need to... God help me. All right, here we go.
A rush of air.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feet. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
Is there a place to latch onto, or... I mean, that's that. And that's great, but... Wants you to do the pool caster, huh? On this? I'll be damned, okay. When it works, it works. This is busted, but maybe... Yo, okay. In fact, let's do this. And to be safe, we'll include Do I just have normal ass small? No, false. I do not. All right, medium potion it is, just to be safe. The hell is that?
It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
Whoa.
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Down I go, and we're just dropping. Oh, Aloy. Woo, Lord, ow.
I fell farther than I thought.
Yeah, no, it felt it. Any, we got butterflies. We got stock and supply and all sorts of stuff, which I'm going to get. So this is going to be a thing.
Looks like there are a couple of ways to do it. Well, that doesn't sound good. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them.
Can't necessarily follow them if they, well... No real reason to be up on these, huh? Okay. In order to get in there, I need to...
catch a ride on the rail.
Yup.
Go over the shield.
There. Can I even do that? I guess move from... I guess I'm gonna rail over there, huh?
To rewire most of the components of the floor, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to
the power node. I think that could work.
Hell yeah.
I think it could.
Well,
past the shield.
That didn't help at all.
Calculate that landing.
Can I not jump that and hook on? I feel like I could. Maybe I need to recalibrate.
Should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
So in theory, I need to get over to there, hook onto that, and go where it takes me. But also, this right here seems like the place I need to hook onto. Oh, that works. Oh, hey, feller.
There should be a node you can override. Near the central property.
Ow. Alright, that guy's dead. Ah, Mega Machines. Cool, cool, cool. I love that. Big fan of the Mega Machines. Get smoked, dummy! Okay, he's dead. Woo-wee! Hello, dum-dum.
Now!
Woo! What a hit! Oh my god. Who's left? I heard someone. No? Is that just robot noises and not I'm gonna kill you robots? Because I'm fine with that. What? The absolute shit. Okay. Alright. What is this? Why am I about to jump into it? Oh, this is if I wanted to be sneaky. Alright, well, it looked cool. Let me do this. Since we're on all this, let's do this and just recraft and make sure we're good. Something up above. Something in the other room, and then more shrooms, and then this. Great. Alright. Oh, and then these guys. What?
Secondary defenses.
Oh, great. More machines on the way.
Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas? I'll see what I can do.
Woo! Headshot. Get blown up, idiot. Alright, that's done. This guy's gonna throw fire at me, and I'm gonna roll out the way of that. And then I'm gonna try to target all of its bits that explode. Yoo! Hopefully I'm not the explodey one. Alright, is that gonna do it? Yo, it's gonna do it. Hell yeah! That's fun. These damn spears are just the best. Good night, sweet prince. Hell yes. What the? Sir? Sir? Jeez Louise, mister! Let me try to do cool stuff to you! Try and do cool stuff, but honestly, I'm just gonna blow your ass up. Oh, no, I'm gonna blow up the floor. This guy can kiss my butt. Give me a minute to kill you.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
All these damn robot noises scaring the crap out of me, and like, there's more coming! Cool. All right.
Sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, it better not get comfortable.
Energy containment veil sinks over me.
What is this way?
Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right. Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy.
Shout out to them for being just... two heads are better than one in this entire endeavor. Big fan. So they're going that way, which is where I need to go, apparently. All right, here we go. Whee! Yep. Nope. A little too fast there. Okay, so no matter what, we're gonna go this way, and then this dude's gonna, like, pull us back into that other room and unleash the super beast, whatever the hell it is. I see where this is going. Alright. Now, grapple and go. while I'm doing this,
Just a little longer.
Aloy's very talented.
Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
Oh, hey, pal. Oh, I want to strike from above. Oh my God, Aloy, let go.
Let go.
Aloy, let go. Aloy, let go. Aloy, let go. Why could I not get her to let go? Woo! Alright, that guy is dead. This loot is mine. What else we got? We got that guy over there. He's a problem, but is he coming here? Oh, he's coming here. Okay. Get Shrek, dummy. Why am I fighting them up here? Ow. Well, I mean, he's dead. That did it. That did what I wanted it to do. Oh my God. Is that it? For the world of... well. Oh, never mind. They're starting up again. I thought, like, oh, well, they're all gonna shut down while I have to fight, but... no, they're just doing their thing. Being creepy, weird robot making machines. Kill the machines.
Autonomous defenses deployed. Engage.
Oh, here we go again. That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
What? I dropped that? Oh my God, I just made it easier for them. Everybody! Damn, everything's exploding. It's cool as hell, though. Alright, when they explode on me, not cool. The opposite of cool. Also, I'm just gonna throw that at that guy. Alright, in theory, that'll take care of him. Oh my God. I said, in theory, that... yeah, okay. Dead. Alright, maybe we can do this. Ow! Okay, Ori sets his own friend on fire, which is, like, hilarious and fine by me. What? That guy just fell over dead. He was like, what do you want from me? Alright, let's bring some explosions to this party. Great. Oh, that hit his back a bit. Oh, damn. He's weak, he's weak, he's... Roll through, roll through! Oh my god, I'm just on fire. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're going around the other side. Nope, I'm trapped in a corner. That is not at all what I thought was going to occur. Alright, we need to get around him. Oh, okay, everything's on fire, but that guy died?
Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Let's go around here and loot everything. Okay, back to the main area we go.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Yeah, I
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine that Festus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine.
No, baby. Just stay where you are.
Girl, you don't want any part of this.
Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
It's like, is that a thing? Ooh, valuable thing. All right, here we go.
Will be terminated. Deploying priority. S.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's do...
I think it's charging up.
Actually, let me scan it. Okay.
Finish charging.
Try not to get murdered by this thing.
He got plasma on me.
I got plasma on me. I got plasma. I got mega plasma. I'm all plasma. I'm all plasma. I'm trapped in plasma. I don't know what they expect me to do there. Oh my lord. That was a miss. Alright, let's switch up to this bad boy. We'll do some dot damage. Ooh, Ori goes down like a big idiot. that's doing so much damage.
Charging up again.
Okay, good, good, good. Let him charge. Let him charge. Okay, he hit a wall. That was a total miss.
Maybe purge water can dampen its attack.
Really? Now you want to hit it with purge water? That's the plan? Okay, purge water. I don't have purge. Oh, I do. While I loot the shit out of this guy. Nice. Slaughter spawn. I don't like those dudes. And of course, this thing right here. Did more treasure just appear, or did I run past that? Because I would do that. That sounds like something I would do. This piercing spike is out of control powerful. All right, I'm slowly running out of ammo, but hopefully we're almost at the end here. Oh, wrong button. Don't destroy. Don't destroy. Don't destroy. No destroy.
No more hiding, Hephaestus.
Got it. Hephaestus is back in the core.
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
These death flags are
Right back
scary.
at you, Aloy.
I'm like, one of them two is gonna die, and I don't like it. We gotta stop talking like this. Oh, I need to go back to them, not just over to this guy. Gotcha. Hey, kids.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
Small supplies. I'm looking for all the guys he supposedly killed. I don't see any. Varl.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Nice.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Light, I say. Well, of course.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
They smell dummy. He probably's like, I'm fine. Yeah.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Yeah, we're having fun, right?
So many flags. No. So many flags.
Aloy!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her!
Beta. Varl.
I should have seen it. He was talking about going home. He was like, I can't wait till this is all over. Oh, I should have seen it.
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay.
This is kind of like what Beta was talking about when they go in their like VR world. What is Tilda playing at? What's her like angle? Is there a map for us where we're at? Nope. We're in Tilda's mansion.
Some kind of survival bunker. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead.
Yeah, I was about to say!
Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
You know I'm gonna look at stuff. there stuff above us? What is happening? Oh, I can actually examine.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
I guess you could say that.
My favorite pairing on the left is woman reading a letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, woman reading music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
Can I examine these? Nope. Can I examine this? Shoot. Nope.
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
So, the noises that were like, was that these panels coming out? Or is there a giant robot somewhere I should really be worried about?
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced.
Interesting.
It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen?
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it. Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's Lidded Ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial.
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
Alright, no, there's definitely something up there.
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer. A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
She brought out the linens. Look at this.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
Is she gonna tell us?
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
Look, at this point,
they're not my people.
I'm in it for the lore. Let's go.
They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
So I have questions? So many questions. Hey! All right, here we go. Can we just, like, jump into this?
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
Okay.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
I feel like there's just something she's not telling me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
So much.
Huh? Start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Good
Aren't
call
we?
on that.
You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Faro's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
Am I crazy? Have they mentioned how they achieved immortality yet? I don't remember. But I keep thinking like they haven't, so I'm like, someone say, how are they immortal?
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regalla.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tenakth rebels, and the secret pact with Regalla to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tenakth army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regalla's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tenakth are cut down outside. So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life, not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues.
It's like me at a con.
I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
Okay, continuing on, I guess.
First Varl. Now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
What is... Where is this going? What's about to happen?
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Oh, so we gotta go
Only
take on
option
Regala.
for what?
Oh, Lord.
What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
Ooh.
Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
We flying, son!
Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Where am I? What the what? Okay, but there's something here. Whatever it is. The old metal flower. Okay. There's an up, huh?
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great.
Yeah,
I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood. Looks like there's more to this place. I'm sure Tilda won't mind me poking around.
Hell no. Let's go.
How to get through these vines?
Can I... go here and then jump to here? Nope. Can I climb this? Hey, there we go. Right below me, huh? Is there anything up here, though? While I'm up here. No. Okay. Uh-oh, hello. Cyber attack by far-right anti-migrant group. Purity Action Europe. Reverse key instructions to the city's new storm surge barriers, rendering them fully open during a massive extratropical cyclone. Resulting flood cascaded the city in a matter of minutes, effectively wiping it from the face of the earth. I was one of the lucky ones, recalls survivor Tilda Vandermeer, who was 8 at the time of the attack. My family was wealthy. We had a watertight vault for some of our most precious belongings. My father locked me inside when he went to look for my mother, so I waited there in silence as the waters rose, praying every moment that my parents would return. They never did. As horrible as that sounds, Tilda was lucky indeed. In addition to her parents, the flood killed more than 100,000 people, including approximately 40,000 climate refugees from... Ancient valuables box over there. Is that a thing right there? Data corrupted. All the markings of the next big thing. A much ballyhooed acquisition from an art historian turned technologist, no less. Bleeding edge science and a great narrative to boot. The application was called Wysit, or after Young Christ in the Temple, a well-known Vermeer forgery. By creating perfect holographic scans of individual layers of the painting and comparing them to the vast library of artistic works, it was able to identify fakes with an unprecedented level of accuracy. So it's like brushstrokes and how the person would normally paint it. Which is why they signed a 9-figure agreement. 9 figures. Sign me up. Okay, so we got that there, but also that there. Can I make this? Can I make that jump, or... Where's this damn thing at? Directly under me, in here. I assume I drop down here. And then I drop down to this ledge. And crawl in. Yes? Oh my sweet God. Hey! Okay, that took so much longer than it really should have. But here we are. Anything else of value? We got that. We got the bright lights of the outside world. Everything's good. Whew. Okay. Let's go home.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regalla is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hekarro. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regalla's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regalla.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regalla's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hekarro. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Let's go.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.